Hello, and welcome to the Tantrum House Saturday morning board game show. I'm Will Meadows.
I'm Hannah Johnson.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Sarah.
And we are here to hang out with you guys for the morning. We've got an hour of board games lined up. We want to run through and show you guys some of the stuff that we've been playing that's been on the table recently. Hello everyone, how you doing? Give us a shout out in the comments if you're out there. Let us know where you're watching from. And if you have any games on the table this morning. I don't have my coffee either. Sarah's got her coffee.
Yes. I got my Game Toppers mug.
Game Toppers mug. They got the classy coffees.
Yep.
Not a sponsor. Could be. Sponsor of other shows. Good job, Berkey.
Sponsor of other things. So who are our sponsors?
Who are the sponsors for the show? Great question.
Yes.
And segue. One of our good sponsors makes these cool things. I don't even know what this.
It's a point counter.
I know. I know what it is. I don't know how they made it. You'll probably get a close-up view of this cool multi-layer plastic wood component later. Tell us which company this is.
It's the Woodworking Meeples.
Woodworking Meeple, so we're giving them a shout out and showing off some of their stuff later in the show. As always, the Op is one of our sponsors. I think Ryan has a game he's going to be showing off later.
Yep.
We've got BG Shield, which is the way that you can party-proof all your games. We'll be talking about that later in the show as well. And then I think we've also got, Cactus Town. Their game is already published, right? Not a Kickstarter. Available. We'll be showing that one off later. You can get a preview of what that looks like on the table.
And that's from Second Gate Games.
Game. So I think we're pretty much ready to just jump right into the show.
We're gonna talk about
we're
this.
stopping here?
Yeah, we're talking about this.
I wasn't ready. I'm actually gonna abandon ship. See y'all later. I've got a karate tournament that I'm gonna go watch three little champion dudes win medals in.
Okay.
So you guys have a fun show. Hello, back at the
It was
table.
lovely seeing you this morning.
Lovely seeing all you guys as well. And I'm gonna roll, but let's hang out here and look at the exit game.
Yeah. Right. So Cosmos sent us Exit the Game Advent Calendar. The Hunt for the Golden Book. If you are familiar with any of the exit games, you get a scenario and then you have to solve riddles, and they're normally pieces that you need to either cut up, tear, fold. This is not something you can do over and over again, but we have an Advent Calendar version that you can get for this holiday season, and it comes with a story. So Santa has left you a letter, and his golden book has been stolen, and he needs your help to figure out who the thief is and who has stolen it, and you are whisked away to a magical world where there is an empty town, and you are trying to solve all of the riddles. Each day you will get a new riddle, and you will figure out that solution, which will tell you which door is the next door that you open. So you have a decoder, like a lot of things. Instead of being a circle, this one's a decoder. You're gonna put in your clue numbers, turn it over, and you're gonna start at the current door you're at, and then follow the arrows to a new door, and then check to see if the symbols match, and that's how you know if it's correct. So I'm actually going to start working on door number 5 since it's November 5th. We're doing this early because I can't wait till December to start this. And that's absolutely fine. Just like normal exit games, you do have a help book if you get stuck. These puzzles normally take you about 10 minutes, so I'm hoping I can complete the next one, show you what's going on, and then when we come back to the table, I can show you what I solved. But today is day number 5. I'm opening this door, and I have a riddle card, and I'm gonna see if I can figure it out. Are we ready at the table? All right, and we're heading to the table.
Welcome to the table, Jonah, Kevin, Melissa.
Yes.
Welcome to the table.
Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you for
Thank you.
welcoming us, Kevin.
Welcome you guys to the table as well.
We're talking about a game called Deities. This is from Mandu Games. This was released at Essen Game Fair in Germany, and they gave us an early release copy that we're finally getting to the table for you. This game is a sort of resource management sort of game. As you're placing tiles on the main game board, you're going to, sort of Carcassonne style, have a tile in your hand that is going to have a certain resource, and you're going to be placing that tile on the main game board somewhere. Do I have a tile to start with? Oh,
Yeah.
first.
Well, I already placed one.
Oh, go for it,
So
Melissa.
I gave Jonah. Jonah hasn't played, but I gave him
Oh.
a very, very quick rundown. So
Nice.
Jonah, why don't you place your tile? It needs to be adjacent to another tile, diagonally or orthogonally.
I'll put it there.
And so what's going to happen, since he has the matching resource on either side, he's created a divine line, and he's going to collect 2 of the rice fluffy clouds, and then 1 wood, And then this one, the middle one, flips over, so it's a different type of resource for the next turn. And then if you have resources that can build something, you are allowed to build something.
I do.
this
I'll
turn.
put 2 rice in, which allow me a gold coin. And that gold coin I can spend on this guy, which I'll put over
Yes.
the tile. And I think that's my turn.
That's your turn. So you're basically going to be building up different types of monuments throughout the game.
And then you draw them.
redraw, so you can sort of semi-plan for the next turn.
Yep,
Alright.
and since you built one of the towers, you get one of the helpers.
Oh, that's
They have
true.
things like if you place in a certain terrain, you get a resource, or you can turn resources in for points.
I like it. I'll take this helper. So it says basically if I place my tile on water that I'll end up taking
A stone.
a stone.
So you're sort of like, what's the word?
And he
Making
goes
your,
in the slot.
You're making your actions better as the game goes on with these sort of people tiles. And you're going to be building up the board. The game sort of has a trigger with trying to get to these different corners, which give area control to different regions of the board. As you can see on the board, there are different regions. There are like forests and mountains and water and land, and there's different bonuses and things like that.
Yeah, so there's like tiles you can get that are going to give you end game points for collecting certain things. Throughout the game, as you're collecting resources, you can start building towers. I could build on my own. I can actually build on Kevin's and kind of take control.
No, you mean Jonas.
It's
Jonas,
okay.
right. You're usually the
I am.
yellowish player.
And they look pretty good when they're all built all the way up.
So-
they kind of connect on top.
Like something like that. You're making it colorful.
Yeah.
And you're sort of trying to, there's this area control thing going on with who has the most sort of towers and buildings in the different quadrants. So
Yeah, and you're going to be giving people points if you build on theirs, and there's different resource things that are happening as these get built up. Say, Kevin, I guess you could go next.
So in this case, I would get 2 stone
A wood,
and
you would get 3 stone. Oh, that was a wood before
and a
you
wood.
flipped it. So the lines can start getting pretty long.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it would stop at, so if I put a stone here, it would stop at this one.
Ah, okay.
Every line has to have, they call them divine lines, has to have at least 3 resources in it. And once you get to the matching resource that you place, then the line stops.
Ah, gotcha.
So,
But you would never count the one directly
Right.
adjacent to it.
so there's some rules on that, but you're getting resources, building things. It's a pretty simple type game. I do find one other thing interesting. The round tracker is this, and it's actually also the point tracker. So you're sort of counting that. I find that just very ingenious.
Yeah, it's
So.
just instead of having a separate one, you just move it here each, and then it tells
So
you
it tells you how
by
many
player
players,
count.
the number of rounds.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like it.
So deities, area control, resource management,
Yep.
end game bonuses that you're getting, and then the control is switching throughout the game because it might be I need the most control in forest, or I need the most control in this quadrant, and as people are building pieces, they're taking control, and you think you have it
And then
until
someone swoops in and takes it.
someone takes it from you and steals all your points.
Those are my type of games.
You probably didn't enjoy
Swoop
this.
in, right?
Swoop
Swoop
in.
in
Yeah.
and take control. So
I like
that
it.
is Deities from Mandu.
Back to the couch.
Hello, hello. So we are looking at Cactus Town. This is from Second Gate Games. And I believe this was originally on Kickstarter and now it's out for retail. In this game, it's a 2 to 4 player game. Everyone has a different role with different objectives. Okay. So think kind of like Bang, where you have the sheriff and you have a deputy and some outlaws. But in this game, each person has specific objectives that they are trying to complete before everyone is eliminated in the game.
Okay.
So, what I find interesting about this is everyone has their own set of 4 cards that they are going to program, but unlike most programming games where you get stuck doing actions you don't end up wanting to do, all of your programming cards, there's a couple that have a choice of actions.
Ooh.
So you could, pivot halfway through the round because something else happens. So what we'll do in each round, everyone is going to program their 4 cards. 3 of them will get to be used for the actions on the card. And the last card is only going to come in play if there is a duel.
Ooh.
So the bullet, there's a little spot at the top that says how many bullets it's worth. So that will be used to for if a duel happens.
Okay.
If there's a shootout. So the character I have is the Can Dancer.
Oh.
The Can Dancer is basically trying to go around, get to 2 specific locations on the board. We have our western town set up. We only know what 5 of the locations of the 25. So the sheriff's office is always in the center, and the 4 on the corners get revealed. So you can move to locations and reveal locations, and then each character is going to have different things they can do. So I can duel with somebody else. I have to pay off debts that I have incurred. So I have specific locations that I need to go to do that. Yes. There's moving action, and then I have a special movement action where I dance the can that allows me to move diagonally where nobody else can do that.
Oh, that's fun. I love it. I think as the outlaws, I'm trying to push my opponents.
Yes.
And release captive outlaw from the bounty hunter. So I'm trying to get captured and then release him, and is pushing, putting them to jail. Is that the idea?
Yep. And then there's also 2 other characters. There is the sheriff and the deputy. So they're kind of working together, but they have different objectives of what they are trying to do. So the outlaw is trying to obviously evade the sheriff the whole time, and the sheriff is following them around trying to catch up and arrest them. So when you do movement, you can flip over new places. The Can Dancer is going to have a couple of cards that they secretly are trying to get to, so you'll have to move around trying to get to them.
Oh, wow.
With
So there's checks and balances with every little faction, but everyone's moving is just chaos.
Yep.
Fantastic. I love it.
Yep. So, and some of these locations, you'll have things that you can do as well. So
I will say the art is unique, but it's very cute. It's easy to read these cards. The symbols are easy to understand.
Yep.
This is a great.
Yeah. So even though
game.
everybody's doing something totally different, I wouldn't say it's a difficult game to jump into because it will be pretty obvious reading your little card what you need to do and how you need to win.
Yeah, they did a great job with that.
Yep.
Those play rates.
Yep. So you can. How you do the duel, you may end up eliminating. So if the Can Dancer gets eliminated, she's out. But some of the other characters have multiple standees that you're controlling.
Okay.
So even if one outlaw gets taken out, you still have 2 others.
I have
because that's the goal of the sheriff is to try and take out the outlaws before they can get some loot and leave the town.
Fantastic.
Yep. All right, so that is Cactus Town from Second Gate Games, and a fun little small box game that plays up to 4 players, and it's got some very interesting things going on.
Looks really fun.
Yeah. We will head over to the table.
Hello, welcome to the table. We are in the midst of a 2-player head-to-head battle called Reflecto. This is also from Mandu Games. This game is a sort of checkers-like game. I believe they're still playing here.
Yeah.
And whose turn is it, Melissa?
It is my turn.
All right, so what's happening is Jonah wrote a word, a 5-letter word. Melissa also wrote a 5-letter word. They put each letter on one of these pawns. So you'll notice that there are 7 pawns on one side and 7 pawns on the other side. 5 of those pawns have letters that correspond to their 5-letter word. They mixed up that word, so it's not in a specific row. Now, what's happening is we're about to get to some really interesting things because right now you can only move 1 at a time, but eventually on your turn you can start jumping other
we
pawns. We haven't talked
like
about
checkers.
that. Like checkers.
Okay.
Just like checkers.
New rules. Here we go.
Yeah, Jonah's
I like
never
it.
played this before. So what's happening is
Diagonal
you
jump?
can any kind of jump. You could even. Whoa, sorry.
It's okay. I'll jump that one.
Okay. Boom. All right. Oh, that's good. Now you can see. All right. So 2 of the pawns have mirrors on them.
Can I write?
You may.
Okay.
Now,
Now, I don't know if the audience can see from their perspective.
I'm gonna see if I because Jonah does know this. Can you see? Can you see in the mirror? Can they see in that? I can't tell.
No.
Not really. You can see my hand.
There.
Oh,
Oh, it was
you almost
almost
had
there.
it.
Almost.
This needs to.
Go up or down. Up or down.
It's easier to see. No.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. There it is. There it is. Ta-da!
It was an F, folks. It was an F.
All right. So what's happening is,
But I don't know where the F is in
In
her
the word.
5-letter word.
Right.
I just know that one of the letters
And-
is F.
and in a more head-to-head battle, you might even not write the letter down because you might not want to reveal that that is a mirror.
Oh, I understand.
Gotcha? You got
Oh,
that?
I
Okay.
didn't- there's
There's
levels.
there's
There's
levels to this
levels.
game.
Okay.
Levels to this game.
Now, here's a question. If I were to jump diagonally,
You can continue to jump.
You
Can
could
I-
jump here and
can I-
then, no.
No.
twist, okay.
No twisting.
Okay,
no
no twisting.
But you can start double jumping and triple jumping. So it's Melissa's turn. She could literally
I
go.
moved.
Oh, you already. She could have jumped. Boom, boom.
she can jump herself, too.
So you can jump yourself, jump other people. You're jumping over. There's 2 ways to win. Either the opponent figures out the other person's word.
You figure out your opponent's word.
Yeah, figuring out the opponent's word, or
Triple jump. 2 in the way.
No.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Kinda like
just,
checkers.
just checking.
just like
checking.
checkers. Or you get your letters off on the opposite side of the board in order, which is very difficult to do. So what's happening in the game is either you're moving 1 space or you're jumping, or and you're also trying to figure out what the letters are in the word. 2 mirrors each side, and the game has this sort of word thing going on too, because every game's a little different with what word you choose. So anyway, that is Reflecto, a 2-player only game.
Seems good.
And
Seems hard.
the theme is the Snow Queen.
Right.
So that's kind of the motif that's going on.
This is also from Mandu Games. I think Asmodee is going to be bringing it over to the United States. So check it out in retail, probably Christmas, maybe in the new year. So that
Can I jump here, and jump here
Yes.
sideways?
you may. I don't know if that's helpful.
Do I have to land on all the places? Because what if it's a mirror?
You have to end in the spot you want to end.
So I'm saying, can I just go there?
No, you do
no,
have to
okay.
physically.
Very nice. All right. Well, that's Reflecto. We're going to head back to the couch if you guys are ready.
Yep.
Okay.
Hello, hello. So we are looking at Ole Guacamole from Scorpion Mask. So this is a quick little word game, and it kind of it's kind of a brain burner
Yes.
for certain people
Absolutely.
that we played with.
Who may not be here now.
May not be here anymore, but we're earlier. So this is a very simple game. You, on your turn, you're gonna flip over a card.
Okay.
Flip over a card, and I have about you can decide as a group how long you
Yes.
want to do, but it says about 12 seconds. There's not a specific timer,
Yeah.
but people can call you out if you take too long. But I just need to come up with any word that does not use the letters on the table.
Okay.
All right,
Go for
so I'm going to say house.
All right. Now I'm going to flip over an additional letter that I cannot say, and it has to somehow work with house.
To be corresponding
somehow. So I'm going to say floor.
Floor. Okay. So with more players, you would go in order. You're going to keep flipping over cards until somebody says a word that uses a letter, or until they take too long and can't think of anything. And if you bust like that, then you have to take all the cards on the table, and you'll keep playing till the deck's gone, and whoever has the least amount of cards wins.
Yes.
So
We
I'm
just
gonna
keep
flip
going.
another
Oh,
E.
that's not too bad, but it was floor. So she doesn't have to do a word that does house and floor. It just has to relate to floor.
Okay, I'm gonna say carpet.
Oh.
So you
I was gonna say something else. I was like, oh no, that
It
has
was
E.
car pit. with
Car
an
pit,
I.
yes.
Okay, so
It was
these
a
are
car
mine.
pit.
Sorry. Your turn.
Okay.
Okay,
So we have
so in a 2-player, there's some additional rules. This would normally change reverse directions, but we'll keep going.
Okay, so that is a Q. So I'm going to say wicked.
Wicked. Okay. Got a D. Witch.
Okay. An S. Broom.
Oh boy. Nope. All these words use those letters.
If you think some at home, go ahead and put it in the
Yeah,
comments.
put them in the comments. Okay.
I won't let her say.
Let's see here.
Dun, dun, dun,
I think I'm already over time.
dun, dun.
You said broom.
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 Hmm.
You can. Oh, the other rule is you cannot say words you've already said in the game entirely.
Yep.
And there's an extra rule. You can even set it to any word said the entire day.
Oh.
So if you've played multiple games, it would be.
It's
over
just compounding. Oh,
it's
that would
compounding.
get more and more tough.
Okay. Broom. Let's do.
I love this.
Mop.
There you go. That'll work.
This is so hard.
I know.
Your brain
I'm like,
sees the
yes,
letters
and
and
you're like
immediately
only
comes up
going,
with 500 words that uses the letters, but this is opposite.
I could do room.
Room. Okay,
Yes.
we didn't do that.
Because we haven't done room yet. No, just words that you have played in the game, not words you've said all day. 'cause
Yes,
that would
just
get,
words. Just words you've played in the game.
If you want to play on
words.
expert mode, it can be any words you've
Oh,
said all
sure.
day.
I don't know if you could even. That would be
How to police that?
Yeah, that would be tricky.
Room.
Room. Let's do.
Like all the words have those.
Yes.
all the rooms have those word letters in it. Dun, 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 dun.
Bathroom.
T.
Oh no. Yep.
Dun,
no.
dun, dun. You could.
I'm looking at him upside down is also.
Well, I think.
All right.
I
so
think
that
it's
is
clear that I won.
Yes, it is clear that you won. I'm blanking out on camera.
That's fine.
All right. Which we did. Oh, you know, you won by a couple
I
points.
did.
When we played the other day.
Yeah.
Will had like 3/4 of the deck.
It was fantastic.
All right, so that is Ole Guacamole. We're it's like a 10-minute game.
Yeah.
You can just. There are plenty of other cards in the deck that we didn't get to that are special cards. So there's the reverse. There is target, so you can pick somebody else who has to then be the person to go, and you get skipped.
Yep.
And then there's a ×2 where they have to come up with
Two.
multiple words, or you get skipped. So. Yep, so those are the extra cards in the deck, and you just keep playing till the deck runs out.
Yep.
Good old time. All right, let's go back to the table.
Hey, welcome back to the table. We're still here, Jonah, Kevin, and Melissa, playing a game called Village Rails. This is from Osprey Games. This is a set collection? No.
You're kind of building routes with your railways.
Route building. That's what I want.
And you have money, so you're trying to use your money wisely as you're buying tracks. And then there are scoring cards that you can add to certain tracks to get more points.
Because we want points.
So basically on your turn, you can either take track or you can buy one of the route cards that's going to increase your scoring, hopefully. Main ideas, furthest away is free. Then you would have to drop a coin on each one the further you want to go.
Yeah, so if I wanted this one, I would just drop a coin on there
Yes,
and take
from your-
from my supply.
Yeah.
I mean, from my supply, not from the supply.
Not from the bank. Kevin's trying to be Will.
Yeah.
Or
He's not
if
here.
you want to buy one of the scoring cards, it costs 3 coins for
Plus.
the first one.
Yeah.
And then as you go down, you have to drop
coin.
an extra coin.
Okay.
So you'll
on it.
notice a lot of these cards have icons on them. That's really key to the scoring of where you're placing them.
Yeah, a lot of the scoring is going to be based, and we do have reference cards that kind of tell us about that. They're very small because it's a small box game. But the reference cards tell you what the icons mean and then how you're going to score them. We also have some cards that will give us extra money.
Oh, that's right, because
once-
money is hard to
yeah,
get. in this
Money is
game.
hard to get, and I believe you have to finish the line to play one of these cards, and then hopefully you can get some money.
So this one's like the number of these icons on there, or this is probably the number of
water
regions, water cards. So I would want that line to have a lot of water in it, and then I would get more money based on that. The interesting thing I find about Village Rails is the tracks.
So I'm gonna
Yeah, go
take
for
this
it.
first one,
You gotta connect them.
and I can put it on any end
Okay.
line. I'm gonna put mine here. So
Right.
right now I have a line that's
Then
going
these
this way,
go
and I
down.
have a line that's going this way.
Right.
You score when it gets to an edge.
It gets to an edge.
Yeah, and their way these cards are built is they will always go to an edge. They'll never wrap around. I don't know if you can see. Some of them are like corners. Some of them are straights. It's very interesting how it works because it's a 3x4 grid. So you're gonna have like
Go there.
great, and then we just basically slide these down, get a new one out,
They're
and
double-sided.
they are double-sided. Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
Yeah, so small box games, a lot packed into it. There's a lot of ways of scoring. There's like 5 different like things that you could. There's end game scoring. There's mid game. There's end of line scoring. There's lots of different ways of getting points in the game. These purple bonuses are gonna help you. See, I'm hoping that I'm gonna get some water, so I'm just gonna do something like that, and that's free to take that one.
Yeah, in the beginning of the game, you're taking a lot of free stuff, and then later you're like, I need a very
You're like,
specific.
right, you're looking for, I need a tractor with a purple icon or something. You're really looking for, or the goals that you're getting are giving you points too. So,
So I might put a coin here because I don't really want that one, because right now I'm trying to get different terrain types with the
And of course, if you
tractor.
take this one, you get the coin, right?
right?
Ooh, oh no. It's gonna be expensive because I want that one.
Here, here's some more coins. Do you really want that one?
Yeah,
Woo!
I think so.
Oh wow. So you spent $3?
I did.
All right. And I'll take this one because I mean, why not get some money? And I can start a new line. So I'm just gonna go up there. But you always have to connect to a rail. You can't just place your card in the middle of your board.
Yeah, so this
Oh,
wouldn't.
there's one we haven't seen yet. That one gives you 3
Straight
points.
points.
Straight points when you
points.
finish the line. Yeah.
Now, I probably wouldn't do this in a real game, but just to kind of show, say
Let's
I
just
do
finish the
this,
line.
this line right here
It's done.
is done. So I would be scoring what it has on this line, which isn't a whole lot.
So you're looking at the that one is the
I only have one village, so
Right.
I'm only going to get 1 point for that. And I have a dial that you put your points on.
so you want more villages in that case.
This one's going to score based on different terrain types. I have 2 different
So you
types.
should get 2 points.
So I'm going to get 2
And
points
then you
for
would need
that.
and these oranges you want more signals.
Right, so
That was
I only,
0 points for
0
Melissa.
points because there's only, so like I'm saying, I wouldn't actually do this in a game, but just to kind of show you what's happening.
Yeah.
And then
you
I
go.
could play one of these that says number of different terrain types on the line. I only have 2, so I would get 3 money.
Yep.
The interesting thing about this game
Mm-hmm.
is most of the cards that are giving you money are gonna give you a little bit of money even if you don't do anything. This is like if you have none, you still get $3. So it's a little bit of there's a little
Yeah.
forgiveness.
Actually, I
in
might
that.
play that one instead because I have one of the
They get 4 money out of that.
cattle, and it would
There
give
we
me
go.
4 money.
So that's Village Rails from Osprey Games, small box game. I believe this is already available, so you can check that out at your local board game store. Ready to go back to the table?
All
Oh
right.
no, I did a will.
Yeah.
Oh,
There it is.
We'll have a couple of you join us.
Yes,
over
a
here.
couple. We're going to play Sounds Fishy,
Sounds Fishy.
by Big Potato Games. This is a secret role kind of game where you're either given one of these really cool. You're either going to be a red herring or the blue kipper. Everyone is going to have a question that's asked to them by the guesser. There is one.
That's dangerous.
Yes.
There's,
Oh, sorry. There are
Okay,
things
okay,
there.
okay.
Here, we can scoot down.
Coming the other way.
Yes. There is a real answer, and they give you what the real answer is on the back of this card.
Okay.
But
So-
Balderdash style, you have to come up with a fake answer.
Correct.
I like these games.
So
Yeah,
if you
me
know
too.
the definition of what a red herring is, it is something, especially a clue, that is intentionally misleading or distracting. So if you're a red herring, that's the kind of answer you want to give.
You want to give something that the guesser thinks could be real.
You want people
Correct.
to guess yours.
So we're going to have 2 red herrings and 1 blue kipper, and I'm going to absolutely forget.
The blue kipper does what again?
Blue kipper
they have the
has to
actual
give
answer.
The actual
the
answer.
real
Yes.
answer.
And the red herrings try as hard as they can.
Kind of
I
come
got
up with
it.
something.
And
yeah.
you
I hope I
get
get red.
you get points. Don't show me what this is. You get points based on where you get guessed in the thing, and I'll explain that in a minute. So I'm gonna just pick a different.
So this is
I had an
4
answer. Okay, here, I'll
players
go.
is
So,
the
ready?
lowest.
It's fine.
Okay.
4 players is the lowest count.
So this question is: in the movie Braveheart, what was accidentally filmed in the background during a battle scene? And it'll give you the real answer. And I'm going to be the guesser, so I'm going to give you a few seconds to think
So
of a
whoever
word.
has the blue one has to say
Say the
that answer.
real answer.
Everyone else is giving something.
I
different.
am going to be trying to guess who the red herrings are first and hope to flip over the blue kipper last. That's how I get the most points. If you're a red herring, you want to be flipped early. No, you want the blue kipper to be flipped early, because then if you get points
Yeah.
that way.
You want to sound so good. You don't want Hannah to
We're
flip
not
you.
writing,
Correct.
we're just saying.
So you're going to say it out loud. So Sarah, in the movie Braveheart, what was accidentally filmed in the background during a battle scene?
A phone.
A costume trailer.
A car.
Okay,
airplane.
so now I'm going to say that Jonah is a red herring. So I'm going to flip over your fish. And I was correct. You'll be getting no points for this round.
You would. Okay, no problem.
So Hannah can either stop at this point and take the point,
1 point.
or she can keep going. But if she gets
And-
the blue fish,
Yes.
don't get any
so
points.
Melissa said a car, and Sarah, you
I
said
said a phone.
a phone. I am pretty sure that it was a car, so I'm going to flip over Sarah's. And now I think since Melissa's left, Melissa was the blue herring, so I am actually going to get 3 points because I flipped everything correctly. If I had done it wrong and had flipped over Melissa's, Sarah, you would have gotten 2 points for all the flipped over fish. I would have gotten nothing. Melissa would have gotten nothing. Or did you get?
I'm trying to
Hold on.
remember.
Blue herring, if you remain unflipped, you get 0 points. But if you get flipped, it's 1 point for every unflipped fish on the
So
table.
Melissa would get a point.
So Melissa would get a point as well. Would you like to do another round?
We have to do another
Yes,
round.
yeah. So we
So now I
played this
feel-
with like 6, and
Do you
that
want
was
to be
really
the
cool.
guesser or the potential to be a red herring?
I needed the potential to be a red herring.
Okay, so
So
Sarah,
my
you are
guessing?
going to be
Can't
the
flip me
guesser.
first and then
So.
switch my roll up.
And then, so this is 4 to 10 players. We are playing at the lowest amount, so there's not that many options.
So just make sure you do not see the correct answer.
But at like 6 or so, it's really cool.
The question is,
Oh, I'll join.
Oh, well, you can't join for this question because we've already passed out the fishes.
Okay, you can.
okay, what is the collective noun for a group of jellyfish?
All right.
Hannah.
A scoot.
A scoot.
A smack.
A float.
A net.
Okay.
And you're just gonna flip over the fish with the person.
Sorry, Kevin.
Oh, can you believe it?
Oh, this is hard. Okay. Sorry, Jonah. No!
It's a snack.
That was a word that has come up in conversation.
All right, so what would the points be for that one?
So for the points,
Sarah
since
gets nothing.
Sarah will get 0. You will get a point for every unflipped fish on the table, so you get 1 point. Because there's 2 points for every unflipped fish.
Okay.
You'd get 2 points.
Yep.
Melissa and I would get a point for every flipped fish on the table, so we would also get 2 points. And then you just keep going.
I like it.
So I successfully lied to my husband Charlie for the first time in our entire marriage.
Okay, we have to do one more.
And I was very
I want to guess. I want to guess.
Oh, Kevin, do you want?
We'll let you in this time, Kevin.
Shuffle me in.
Okay.
I just take
Alright.
one.
So you're gonna take one. Do not look at the back.
Right.
All right, shuffle these,
Do
Kevin.
not look at the back. Okay. Shuffle them and
Every year.
hold on. I don't know.
Wait,
I don't know.
we
I gotta
know.
figure out if I'm doing.
If
Red
we have
herring
to
or
make
blue
up
kipper.
stuff or
Okay, you ready?
Go ahead.
Every year, 40,000 Americans are injured in the home by what? Every year, 40,000 Americans are injured in the home by what? We'll start here.
Dishwashers.
Faucets.
toilets.
Stove.
Right? It's
Okay,
hard.
I want to flip over the red ones.
Yes.
Okay, it's not dishwashers. Faucet, stove.
Toilet.
40,000.
It's not faucets.
Right?
Now you can stop. You don't have to keep pushing your luck.
You should
keep
push
the
your-
point.
you should push your luck.
Or
Yeah.
Jonah,
Yeah,
keep
stop right
the
now.
I
point.
really think that it's toilets,
Okay.
but stove is like a perfect answer.
Yes.
Like why
Yes,
wouldn't it be
right?
a perfect answer?
Right.
But I really do think that it's toilets. But then at the same time I'm wondering how are people getting hurt by toilets? But it seems like that should be the answer.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want to do.
Go ahead.
I don't know if I can confidently flip over stove
do
and
it.
be like that wasn't, but I think yes.
That means
Good job.
toilets was the correct
Yeah.
answer.
Still
and
was
you are
right.
actually
40,000
going to get 4 points for
Oh,
that.
if you fall, I guess.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
probably
I
what
was
it
like,
is.
it's
It's gotta
gotta
be falling.
be toilets.
By
but
two,
stove.
we're gonna say bathtub or stove. But
But
bathtub was probably way
It just
more.
says injured. So that could be stubbing a toe. That could be like, it's not just, it's any injury.
All right.
Okay.
I need everyone but Hannah to come back because
Ha!
he's setting up the next game.
Yes, I am.
Come back.
I think
to
we're
the
going
table.
back to
We're
the
going-
table
Oh,
to play
and you
something.
Need,
I need,
some people?
I need everyone but Hannah.
Okay.
All right.
I
We're
don't
headed
need
back to the table.
I love this game.
Hey, back to the table. Welcome. I'm setting up a game called Oneironauts. Oneironauts is a Greek term. How many do you guys have? Do you have three? You need six total.
Okay.
You may look at these. These are sort of like Dixit cards. Here's take 3. Don't throw them on the ground. All right, these are Dixit-like cards. So if you play Dixit, you know they're just very crazy type cards. So what's happening in this game is we're going to be revealing a word. Sorry, I didn't go back to the Greek word. Oneironauts, I believe, is a Greek sort of mythic god, and he looks into people's dreams. So we are basically looking into people's dreams. We're going to look at the first dream and see what the word is. It's cold. All right, so you're looking at your Dixit-like cards, and you're choosing one that you think most aligns with that word cold. What's going to happen is we're all going to put one of those cards into the pile. Yep, and I should look at cold as well. Hold on. And what's going to happen is we're going to add a sort of outlier card into that pile. So, boom.
So we each put one, and then we draw a random
And
one.
then we're going to
from-
draw a random one, throw it in there. We're going to shuffle these up. So we now have 5 cards. 4 what we think are cold cards, plus a random card, which also could be cold. We don't know.
Right.
What's going to happen is I'm
I've
shuffling.
never seen the pictures
Right.
on 4 of the 5 cards.
Right.
Yep.
Are we trying to get your card?
Nope, we're
or-
trying to get the outlier card. So,
So it could be easy and it could be super hard.
right.
Oh boy.
Okay. I believe. Oh, is that like that? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So now you'll notice each card has a number represented with connecting to it.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna look at these cards. You're on the count of 3. We're going to place what number we think is the outlier card, the card that none of us have chosen, that we think is.
We're pointing.
We're gonna like say we think.
It's your
Hold 'em
fingers.
up.
Hold your fingers up. All right, I'm not ready. Oh my goodness. Cold.
And people may or may not have actually had cards.
And because the pictures are so crazy, you might not have a card in your hand that very well represents cold.
Yep. All right, here we go. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so 3 of us has chosen 4. One of us 2. I was 2.
Okay.
I
I was thinking the water could be cold.
I agree, but this is my
It's
coldest
cold
card.
colored.
Cold card. Was anybody 1?
I was 1.
Okay, who was 3?
I was 3.
And you were 5?
I was 5.
All right, so 4 got 3 correct answers. So we moved the little sheepy up 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we are trying to get the sheep all the way to 15.
Okay.
And
that fills up the Oneironaut canister. So we're going to flip another card.
Do we need to draw another
Yeah,
card?
draw back up to 6. That's a bad one.
These go away?
Yes. Space!
Oh. Kevin, is like, I don't want to do these hard words.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done space. Oh my goodness. Do we want to do space?
Well.
Oh man. Sorry guys. And a random. We shuffle these up.
What if for space you played it this way? Keep it that way.
Keep it that way. Don't turn that one over.
So is our goal to get all the sheep before the canister is filled?
Yeah.
fills?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that. Thank you. I flip that over. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay, no. I can't say anything out loud. Alright. Does everyone look at the cards very carefully?
Oh boy.
Alright.
Okay, let's do it.
Count of 3.
Okay,
1,
I'm still thinking.
1,
Alright.
2, 3. Alright. I believe it is 4, because there's. Who's 1?
I'm
There's
one. There's space
There's
ships.
space.
Oh, I didn't see the spaceship.
I was
Sorry.
2.
2. Melissa, you were 3?
I was 1.
You were 1. Who was 3?
Nobody.
Oh,
Who was 4?
I was 4.
Oh,
Who was
I was
5?
5.
I had absolutely nothing. That was.
No.
No.
Oh, it's the
They
stars
got us.
and everything.
Look at the stars.
They got us.
They got us. So basically, this goes up
And,
here.
and our little sheep doesn't move
Doesn't
at all.
move.
Sheep
no.
is here. All right. So that
I like
is.
it.
So basically, we keep going.
One more round.
Sarah's like, we can't
There
end on
was a
that one.
spaceship
Can't
at
end on
one,
that.
Sarah.
Randomly pick one, Sarah. Here, this is it for reals.
I was like, are they going to see the
What do we
spaceship?
got?
Stuntman.
Stunt man. Everyone should have 6 cards. I can do this. Jonah, you good? You good?
I'm good.
I'm good on that one. So I like stunt man.
That was a tough one on the last round. That was.
I did not
I
have
had
space cards.
nothing
Space.
and nothing related.
I want to know. It was clearly 5 though. Everything else had some sort of space.
I have lightning in
Well,
mine.
I know you're. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. That's why it would have been that one. There was spaceships in 1.
Right. Oh.
2 was clearly
I
space.
missed
3 had the
spaceships.
stars.
And I was
And
And
closest
4
to it.
had the spray bottle was creating
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
Up here.
I'm with you. All of them were.
That was the best even.
5,
closest.
I was like, he's in a non-virtual space.
Yes. He's flying in space. I don't know. Suspended in space.
Stunt
Stunt
man.
man.
Oh wow.
Okay, I think I know which one it is.
Stunt
Wow.
man. Uh oh.
I think I know what it is.
I'm stuck between 2 of them.
I narrowed it down to. Oh man, maybe not. I don't know. I'm double guessing myself now.
Second guessing?
Second guessing, which is double guessing.
Red herring.
Red herring it.
All right, are we ready?
Yep. 1, 2, 3. 2 3s and 2. All right. Who was 1? I was 1. Who was 2?
I was 2.
Oh,
Who was 3? Who was 4?
I was.
Who was
I was
5?
5.
All right. So
Okay,
we
good.
got 2
Was
3s. All right. We got at least 2 there. but we only have 3 more guesses. That is.
Oh, wow.
So that's Oneironauts. This is from I Games, and I don't know if it's available in the United States yet or not, but you can definitely check it out. It's got a cool metal tin for a box cover.
Yeah.
Hannah and company is going to talk about one of our sponsors at the couch. Right, join her, Hannah.
Hello. So I wanted to show you some of the cool things that Meeple Woodworking, one of our sponsors, Matthew Martin, has sent us. You can find his stuff on both Facebook and Instagram at Meeple's Woodworking, or at his website, meepleswoodworking.com. So he creates wood pieces and acrylic pieces for board games that already exist to help make your play feel even that much better. Some of the pieces he showed us, this wooden board is for Seven Wonders Duel, to help that initial setup of all the cards into the pyramid be easier and to stay organized. That's for, and then he sent us a bunch of pieces for Gloomhaven. So he thinks that the Gloomhaven pieces are a little clunky and hard to read. So this is both a, it's been a while since I played Gloomhaven, so it's the HP and XP tracker. These pieces are really well made. They're all magnetic, so they pop off really easily, but they still turn really, really well. It's no issue with that. They're a little smaller than the pieces that come with Gloomhaven, which is why he did it. These are also Gloomhaven pieces for the monster hit point trackers. That might be a little hard to see. And then these 3, I'll let you play with one of these. Okay. These are just point trackers. They go from 0 to 99. They don't go with any particular game, but it just makes it easier and more fun to count.
There's a dial on the back.
Yeah, there's 2 dials.
There's a dial on the back that does the inner number, and the top spins for the outside.
Yep,
number.
there's so you can do it. And then we also have some. I'm not sure what game this is for, where it's blue, purple. But it's another point tracker.
That looks very familiar.
And then
icons.
They do look familiar, and I'm not sure. If you can guess what game this is, let me know in the comments.
Yep.
So he also sent us some samples of some mini figurines that he can also print. Check out the texture on this slime.
Oh, interesting.
There is texture on that.
Cool.
That's like fluorescent. It's really cool.
Ridges, so it feels...
Yeah, even on this little... So he can do sparkly gold. There is written words on there as well. He has wood figurines, acrylic figurines, even a small turtle. These are just really, really high quality, well done. If you can even tell, this is 4 layers of printing to create just this one.
And it's a tracker as well at the bottom.
Everything is magnetic. Everything comes apart easily, clicks back together really well. I am kind of excited. I'm going to take these home and put them in our Gloomhaven box and use them. This is Meeple's Woodworking, and that is at Meeple's Woodworking on Facebook and Instagram, and then his website, meepleswoodworking.com, and we're really
This is like nice Christmas gifts for
stocking stuffers, Christmas
the gamer
gifts.
who has all the games and no more room on their shelf. This is the kind of stuff you gotta get.
Exactly. That is,
which makes a very upgraded experience.
And if you don't know what games they have, just get them some of these point trackers. Yeah. They're easy for everything. He has a lot more options on his website. You can definitely check them out there. And we'll just kind of keep talking about it until we know that they're set up.
We're ready.
Okay.
Ready.
We're going to head back to the table.
To the table.
What's up, everybody? We are taking a look at Vivarium from Studio 8 Games. I've got the box cover right here. It's actually got this nice dragon on it, and it's very colorful. And in this game, so here's the crazy part about this game. There's a lot of iconography in this game, but it's all self-explanatory, which is nice. When I first looked at the game, I thought to myself, oh no, do I have to look at the rulebook forever to figure this out? And then you don't have to. So that's really fun. So here's how this works. You actually start with 2 gold cards in your hand. And they should give you 1 point for a specific color of card and 1 point for a specific symbol of card.
All right. Yep.
Okay.
Color, symbol.
Yep. The color is going to relate to the monsters that you're going to collect. And the symbol is going to relate to the symbol either in the top left corner on the monsters or possibly on the equipment cards. Okay? Also in this game, you've got a bottom row here, which are new goals, new in-game scoring that you can acquire and pick up during the game. So we are playing with 2 players, so there's a tad bit of a different rule for 2 players, but this is how you play. You only get 2 turns per round.
Okay.
So 2 turns per round, and there's actually 7 rounds going in this game, which are tracked by these markers here, which will also give you bonuses during the round. So here's how you play this game. I actually think you don't start with a marker, oh yeah, you do something like this. Okay, here's how you play this game. You've got dominoes in your hand, and your dominoes are going to correlate to a column and a row of card that you might want to take. So for instance, if I wanted to take this card, I would have to play my dominoes with a 4 and a 2, column 4, row 2, to get this card, okay? But before your turn, every single round, you actually have to swap out one of your dominoes with one of the central kind of public dominoes. So it would look something like this. Maybe I'll swap this guy out with one of these. You can't ever take this one because we're a 2-player game. And maybe I'll put it here, and I'll end up taking the card from column 4 and row 1. So now this is my card, set collection. Okay, the cards do not refill on the board until the end of the round, and we only get 2 turns per round, so it's now your turn.
So is your 4-1 used, or could... Well, I guess there's nothing there
There's
now.
nothing there, exactly. So you've got your 2 dominoes.
And you can flip them either way
You sure
to
can.
make it... Okay, choices.
Again, you can take your monsters for your set collection, completing your goals. You can take equipment cards, which will give you special abilities. For instance, we've got 4 down there. The satchel will allow you to, during final scoring, add 1 additional color of your choice. The binoculars will allow you to discard one of your gems to take one of the cards that is orthogonally adjacent to this card. The shovel will allow you to draw as many creature cards as there are players, look at them, and then deal them out, 1 to each player.
All right, I'm going to go 4-2.
I like it. Oh, you do have to take... Did you swap one?
Oh, I did not.
You do have to swap one, and then you have to make a number together. So you can still do 4-2.
With your 2 dominoes.
Yeah, with 2 dominoes. With 2 dominoes. So it's not like 4-2. It's like...
Oh, so I'm doing it this way.
Yes.
So this is my 4-2.
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct. And then we're on to round 2, and I might take, let's see what I can do. I'll swap this one, and I'll do column 3 card 1. Where am I going? Column 3 card 1. I'll take this one. And that's the end of the round. Now, at the end of the round, you get points.
I would get
Oh, yes, you do get to go. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right, so. I didn't look at this, so maybe I would take that one.
So
as
that's
another
just
goal.
a new in-game round goal for you. At the end of the game, you get points for those 2 symbols.
Okay.
So anyway, at the end of each round, you look at these like round marker cards, which also help you determine how long the game's going to last. And then you're going to get points for what you've collected. So it's literally whoever has the most of these 2 symbols in
how
their
convenient.
collection.
Jonah has those 2 symbols,
That's crazy.
although
So
they
this-
can't see them
Yeah.
on the... That's crazy. The guy who knows
Yeah.
how to play.
That is, wow, I don't know how that happened. So the person who has the most would get this card, which is worth 2 points at the end of the game, and actually you'd actually get an extra gem every time you took one of those during the round. Then you flip this over, so that way you know what to score for next round, and you'd because we're playing 2 players, this one would now flip upside down, this one would flip over. Whatever the highest number is, we'd actually wipe all the cards from that row and refill everything else, and then the game would continue just like that. So it's an easy set collection. All the iconography makes sense. If you play it half of one time, you'll figure out, oh, it's telling me right there that I get an extra card if I take that one. And it's all about in-game scoring. So you can use your gems to manipulate your numbers. So if you wanted to do 3-2 instead of 3-1, you could use a gem and make that 3-2 and take 3-2. And you can also, if you don't want any cards on the board, you can basically skip your turn and collect 3 gems for later use.
Okay, very
And
cool.
that is Vivarium from Studio H. With that being said, I think we're going back to the couch, and they're going to chat with us about another one of our sponsors, the Op.
Yeah, so this is from the Op. It is Fire Nation Rising, or Avatar: The Last Airbender Fire Nation Rising.
Nice.
Which is a little more of a mouthful.
Yes.
But it's like a lot of the other Rising games, where initially you each have like a team of heroes. So let's say I'm Aang. I would place where I'm going to be. There's 3 regions, so I would say I'm going to go to this region. And then you flip a card. I think they're called Fire Nation cards, to see where Fire Lord, forgotten his name,
Yeah, that's.
Ozai, I
Yeah.
think that's his name, where he's going to go. So here, he's going to rotate this direction, and Zero Ruin is happening this time, but I'll explain what that is because that's new to this game. And 1 damage is going to occur on each person here, and here's a villain in this area. She's going to do additional damage to people in that area. And then once that's resolved, you then go and collect your dice pool. Being the Avatar, he has command of all 4 elements, so he has 1 of each die. But the other team leaders have a blend, or if you're Toph, you just have all Earth dice. And then as you go along, you're going to be rolling your dice and trying to collect heroes from here before they get eliminated by gathering too much damage, and also eliminating the villains. So what makes this a little bit different is that there's 2 phases to the game. The initial phase, you're just, eliminating those villains and working on the heroes, but you're also trying to raise this balance track. There's different objectives. For example, they want you to play a fire symbol to do the first step, and then discard a Pai Sho token, which I'll explain in a minute, recruit a Earth hero, and so on. And you're basically racing against the Fire Nation deck, because it's raising this ruin column, and whoever gets to the top first, they initiate the Day of Black Sun. Might be Dark Sun. I always forget this. Day of Black Sun is what we're going to say. And it's a lot worse if the game does it.
Okay.
Because if the game gets up here, all of the heroes that have the crescent symbol on it, right here, get discarded. And if you ever have 10 heroes discarded, you lose the game.
Oh.
And any additional ones that come out immediately get discarded. However, if the heroes get up here first, all of the villains that have the crescent symbol automatically get discarded, like June over here. So it's a lot more helpful if you manage to get there before they do. But every turn, 0, 1, or 2 ruin is going to happen. So you're definitely racing when you're doing that. Every time you give damage by fulfilling both symbols here. So this is a avatar symbol and a water symbol together. That would be 1 damage, and you also get a Pai Sho token. And the Pai Sho tokens may have special abilities like move the ruin token back 1 space, which is really helpful, or they might give you a dice face or additional dice, or let you heal some damage, that sort of thing. So they're very useful. If you don't manage to do anything on your turn, because you just didn't have any of the right dice values, you automatically get 1. But you also get 1 every time you deal damage to the villains. And that's phase 1. Once you get to the top, and all those villains or heroes are discarded, you go into phase 2, and 3 battles occur. There's battle at Wulong Forest, the battle at the Fire Nation Palace, and the battle at Fire Sing Se. And so this is an additional thing that you can dedicate your dice to, but only if there's no villains in that region.
Oh.
So you have to work on eliminating the villains and then also trying to do the dice symbols for that battle. And each one you have to do it twice in order to get it. But when you complete it, as you see, there's a reward on the other side, which can be very helpful. And then if you get all 3 completed, you win the game. But if you ever have 10 heroes discarded or 1 person loses their entire team, you lose.
Oh.
So you definitely want to fill up the balance before the ruin fills up. And I just found out playing, I hadn't thought that Aang's ability was very useful because it's just swap the position of any 2 character cards in the locations. I'm like, well, I'm never going to do that. But then we played it again last night, and this is actually really useful for doing the battles because you can just move that villain somewhere else.
Still be able to.
Yeah, so in the actual the first phase, not as useful, but having the avatar during the day of Black Sun or Dark Sun, super useful. So, but everybody has their own little abilities. Some of the heroes will either give you additional dice, or like Gran was one of my favorites because she always let me heal heroes and help keep them in.
Katara also lets you heal.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Healing is very helpful in the Rising games.
Yeah. Some of them let you draw additional Pai Sho tokens, and then others do some manipulation, like I had one that let me give somebody else a die on their next turn, or they let you move, like you can do something in one region and then move your character to another region and finish out there. But it's a good variation on the Rising series, and if you're fans of Avatar: The Last Airbender, like Katie and I are, I think you'll enjoy it because there's some characters in here that are kind of obscure, but also some of the real powerhouses like Uncle Iroh, fan favorite, and we fought over who was going to be able to recruit him.
Nice.
Fantastic.
My kids do
Lots of
that.
fun.
We were able to pick up. Which one is it? It's the Star Wars one.
Vader Rising?
Vader Rising in Europe when we went over for Essen a couple years ago because it wasn't going to be released in the U.S. So our kids were thrilled that we got it. Yeah, and it's all they are constantly fighting over the characters. And that no, I really want this character, and but they have to work together because it is a cooperative game.
So that was Fire Nation Rising from the op. Definitely go check it out. I think we're still at the
Gonna
couch.
stay here. We're actually
talking about
we're
fun
gonna
facts.
clean this up and we're gonna play one final game. Pick a color.
Pick a color.
And
We're gonna learn some fun facts. We need to push this all out so we can.
We got
put,
some room right here.
Well, we need the camera.
Yeah,
we need to
I'll
see
get
these
it.
on the camera.
yeah, it's
Hold on.
But just to take a second.
So Hannah, did you have any time to go back to the exit, or were you basically?
It was a little tricky. We looked at it.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it's
a tricky
gonna
one.
take me a few more minutes, and there was too much distraction going on to put the brain power towards it. I will get it later.
Yeah, Kevin and I did the first 4 days with Hannah and Charlie, and I enjoyed them. There were different types of puzzles, different. I would say none of them were super difficult yet,
No.
but we're only up to day 4 or 5. But
Yeah, and I think if you like the exit games, and even if you think that 10 minutes or an hour, having that advent calendar and the little challenge that you get to check off every day, like I accomplished something today. I love advent calendars and all stuff.
And some of them, there's stuff printed inside the opening, and you have to look at what's printed inside as well to solve it.
And
So
I would rather have a
definitely
puzzle than a
interesting.
piece of chocolate in my advent calendars any day. But if you have a favorite advent calendar that we should check out, please put it in the comments below because that time is coming.
I actually gave my dad an early Christmas gift for his birthday instead. His birthday was this last week, and it was fishing lure advent calendar.
Oh, how fun!
And she was just like, my mom said, he ripped the whole thing off. I didn't wait day by day. He's already organized. I was like, Dad, it's an advent calendar. You can't just open it all.
Well,
yes, I can. You gave it to
It's
me for
your
my
present.
birthday.
So yeah, do you open all of your advent calendars at once, or do you do it one day at a time?
do you have patience and restraint?
It's
All right.
Okay.
Kevin. Are
Okay.
you,
Join.
so write your name on one of the sides so we know.
Have you played this before,
Oh
Kevin?
yes,
Yes.
Pretty good, right?
I like this game.
Yep.
Yep.
I think we've all played it, right?
We have all played it, yeah.
So this is Fun Facts from Repost Productions. And you're gonna be learning some interesting facts about us at Tantrum House. Maybe as we start playing and answering in the
Ooh.
comments, you can let us know if we think we're doing well.
Oh, they can give their answers too, just for fun.
But so
All right, the first question is, we're gonna write down a number. I think all the answers to the game are numbers, so we can.
Yeah.
Some of them will be a 0 to 100. You have to pick one of those, and some of them is a free for all. So the first question is, how much do you enjoy working in a team? 0 to 100, how much do you enjoy
0
working?
to 100.
0 to 100,
Shoot.
how much do you enjoy working in a team?
And Sarah's going first.
Yeah.
Sarah. So she's gonna put her answer. I didn't see it.
Good. Jonah saw it.
I did see it.
That's okay. Sorry, guys. Jonah,
Or we'll just go the other direction.
So Kevin
Let's go
goes
this
last.
way. So Kevin's
good. I'll go
last
last.
since you. Since
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Well, Jonah
well,
would
it does.
know where to
Jonah
put
would
his.
know where to put his. Okay. I'm gonna put that number.
So Sarah's putting hers out, and then the next player, and we're gonna go Hannah.
Yes.
She's gonna put, if she thinks her number is higher than Sarah, she'll go above. If she thinks it's lower than Sarah, she'll go below.
Melissa?
And you can split them.
Yes,
In the
I'm gonna
middle.
go in between, I think. Jonah's going on the bottom. Kevin's going in between. Now Sarah has the option now to move her piece and only her piece to somewhere else in the line.
Yep.
Definitely moving it.
Shoo!
All
All
right.
right, so what we're trying to do is we want lowest number to highest number. We're gonna start by flipping
Jonah.
Jonah.
All right.
Your number was?
37.
Low. I knew it was low.
We flipping?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here we go.
How
Melissa,
much do you enjoy working in a team?
80. Kevin, 90.
Oh.
Sarah, 80.
Oh, so we're gonna bring hers out of line.
Oh,
Yeah.
she went to the wrong
could-
spot.
And Hannah, 1.
I knew Hannah. I knew Hannah's high. I was like, I'm gonna put row below Hannah.
Yes.
Sarah, you were close.
I was close.
So we would get 4 points because we had 4.
Yeah. All right, get
Answers.
your.
And so you take back your thing, erase,
Yep.
and we're gonna go for another question.
Okay, 0 to
No,
100.
now it's Hannah's turn.
37 was
Okay,
pretty
0
high.
to 100.
How well would you
It's not
survive?
zero.
Okay. How well would you survive a zombie apocalypse?
0 to 100?
0 to
0
100.
to 100. How well would you survive a zombie apocalypse? What are your chances of survival? Zombies.
All right, we going
We're
the
still going
same
this-
way
yeah, so
since
go with
we
NASCAR.
started that.
Do a NASCAR for you, Melissa.
All right. I'm gonna go under Hannah.
Jonah.
Can you survive more than me? Sarah?
Sarah, where do you want to go? Who do we think
Okay.
thinks? And then
I mean,
Hannah, are
I
you staying?
definitely think out of all of us, Jonah has the highest odds.
Are you staying?
I gotta stay.
There are skills
Stay.
that are needed.
Yeah,
beyond
and
just
I-
what are.
All right, here we go. Kevin.
How well would
Kevin.
you survive?
50-50.
Oh,
50-50. 50-50.
I've made a terrible
35.
mistake.
Oh, sorry.
So I was like writing puppets, balloon animals.
I
None
have
of
done-
those are gonna help unless
Yeah,
I'm
I have
like,
done a terrible
entertaining.
mistake.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
I thought you were down low with me.
78. Oh,
Okay.
no.
That's good. That's good.
Oh,
Oh,
Ah.
I feel like I have enough survival skills like
Zombies.
camping, foraging,
I put down 80
that
and I was like,
I could build a
zombies,
shelter in the
75.
woods and,
Yeah,
and
no.
camp out and live
No.
I
off
should
the
have gone below
land.
Melissa. I mean above Melissa. Oh.
I need other
Here's the
people.
problem. In all the zombie
All right,
movies
Melissa.
or shows, they have like the one good idea. Oh, let's go here
Right.
and stay. But then they do a bunch of dumb stuff.
Yeah.
I don't have the bunch of dumb stuff in my personality, but it is
Yes.
about making it to that one good idea.
Good idea.
Yeah.
And
So-
that's why I'm like, I think I could probably make it.
There's also like just common sense.
Yeah.
If zombies can't climb stairs,
There you go.
well then your hideout is obviously upstairs.
Right.
Yes.
On a second
in an apartment
story.
building on the
Right.
third floor.
Yeah, and
Right.
with somewhere with a
I like that idea.
possibly a skyscraper with a walk bridge to other buildings
Oh,
that
there
you
we
could
go.
yeah
There it
see
is.
there you
Ladder
just
that you
Vic,
retract
yeah
up.
yes
There we go.
see these are
So-
the common
You see what
sense
I'm
things
saying?
you need.
Like-
So Coraloo says clearly Jonah prefers being the traitor to actually working with a team.
This is correct.
This is a cooperative game. We do want
That's
to
okay.
get
And we're a
points.
cooperative
What's your-
company.
what's your, Melissa?
All right. How many board games do you own?
0 to 100.
No, any number.
Open-ended.
Oh,
Open-ended, and this is in your house.
Yes.
How many? So we have to tweak the question for our group. How many
No.
board games are in your house?
Right,
Yes.
in your house.
Okay.
That would
Since
be-
yeah, Tantrum
Okay.
House as a whole has a lot. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Hi.
Been to
Someone
everyone's
read the
house
zombie
but
survival
Hannah's.
guide to destroy the stairs.
This is not.
The funny thing is, the only people that have the same house are Melissa and I.
And we're gonna have different numbers.
answers.
But which one's higher? Which one's lower?
I don't remember what Kevin put last time we had this question.
All right, Melissa's
first, Melissa.
first.
All right, I'm first. Kevin. Oh, well, Jonah actually goes
Sorry.
next.
Still going there.
I think I'm the least.
All right,
Did we get it right?
I'm gonna stay.
gonna
I
stay.
think we got it right.
All right, Hannah, 100. Jonah, 300.
No.
125.
Oh, okay.
Sarah, 500. 400.
4.
400.
Because
Melissa.
Oh, I did 3.
Oh, 600, Melissa.
See, I told you we were gonna have different answers because
I thought we were gonna get it.
So
I don't think we have 600 in our house.
people complain.
No way.
yeah,
So-
I think you do. I've seen your house.
Right,
Yes.
I've been to your house.
So
I'm
here's
going
the
with-
strategy.
I'm going
In
with
my
Kevin.
quiver, I've got 25 games.
Yeah.
And that's just one little thing.
So here's an interesting strategy of this game. Do you have to be accurate,
No.
or do you
I mean,
just have to have the number in the right order?
Actually, you probably want to be accurate.
I like to play by the spirit of the game and being
So,
accurate.
and that's where, but I tend to do whole numbers
Jody,
to
where's your
make
number?
it
Or where's your
easier.
Okay, here we go. How big of an animal lover are you?
1 to 100, animal lover.
Okay, I just have to preface this question with Will. This is unrelated.
Yes, the fun fact.
Will really dislikes animals. He refuses to go to a zoo.
Right,
But you have a bunny.
Animals are for outside.
right.
But all pets, like our neighbors' dogs and
You
other
have a-
animals, they love Will. All of them. All of them.
They know.
Will's their
They-
favorite
they
person.
know.
Last night, he was like, you know what? It would be okay if we got a cat. What?
You has this.
In the house?
Keep in
Yeah,
mind,
I think it
you
would be
guys
okay.
own an animal.
Don't do a cat because I can't come over anymore.
Well, so I was like, I don't think we're getting an indoor cat. I could do an
Okay.
outdoor cat, but
Do I
yeah.
go first? I don't know.
Yeah.
What?
How big of an animal lover are you?
I was like, this. I don't
Sorry.
know
Where
what.
are you going, Sarah?
I don't know what.
Below me, huh?
Stick me at the top. Absolutely.
I could not believe he said, I would
gonna
like
go
a
there.
cat.
All right,
Are we-
you get to move.
I have to
Jonah?
preface this by I do own an animal, but I had to tell this story last night. It was
not-
strategic.
It's not your animal.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It's not your decision and not your enjoyment.
I think I have to leave it because I'm assuming these have to be low.
How much do you love animals?
Oh, Kevin.
Is that too high?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, yep. I went 30.
Oh.
20.
Wow. Sorry, I thought 40 was low.
Now.
Sarah, 82. Hannah.
Kevin, your hands
Absolutely.
Kevin, your hands in the way.
Sorry.
Well,
Can you see it?
yes, I am an animal lover, 100%.
I'm okay with other people's
Yeah,
pets
I like
and
other
animals.
people. I like zoos. Zoos are fine.
Cats.
I will
I mean, you
never
don't like to go to the
forget.
zoo?
Zoos are fine, but that doesn't. I'm not an animal lover because I went to the zoo. I think zoos are cool. I want to see the lion,
Oh, Will
but I
doesn't-
don't
Will-
love
I-
the
Will
lion.
could care less about animals.
Obsessed.
He-
in love.
Yeah, I want to see.
He's a people person and enjoys being around people.
We have.
I'm
All right,
not.
last
All right.
one.
Are you taking?
Last
So
one.
I think
You
the
have to
definition
pick
of
one
that
out
is:
of the
are you
box.
taking a picture of the lion and like leaving it in your camera roll?
All
Because
right.
I'm not.
We're gonna let the
I'll
audience
take a picture
choose
of my
here.
kids with
But
them.
out of three. Out of three.
Put them where they can. Oh, I'm not sure if they'll be able to read them. But
Okay.
Can you read those,
pick a
Brian?
different one.
You don't have to tell you that.
No.
Come on. Give me a different one. That's a funny one. Just give me.
There you go.
How many?
all right, read them out loud
All
just
right,
in
here's
case
the
they.
three.
There we go.
And keep your hands out.
Hey, I can't do all these things. All right, you pick.
Let us know which question
Which
should we
question?
answer. How
Right.
much do you enjoy cooking? How clumsy are you? How long have you lived in your current home?
Whew.
Which I think that one we should know the answer for everybody else. We know
Yeah,
each other
yeah.
too well.
Yes.
We know each other too
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Which there are, I did find there's a couple
let's
of
take that one
questions
out.
that don't work if
We're,
you're
well,
only
let's get
playing.
it down.
so
Got it
if
down.
you're
Pick
playing-
two.
Clumsy or cooking?
Clumsy or cooking? Let us know.
see.
Let us know in the chat. Clumsy or cooking?
Yeah.
We'll take the first three answers and Whatever.
Clumsiest cooking.
There are a few cards
1-1.
that are
Hey,
really
tiebreaker.
really difficult to play if you don't know, like if you're in a community type game group
got a
where you
third-
don't know
No.
people well. The
Someone
question
to break the tie. Clumsy or cooking. Who was it, Ryan?
and some like that one where obviously if I played with my kids, we would know the answer for
Or you would have the
whatever.
same answer.
What is it?
Cooking. We're doing
Well,
cooking.
Cooking. We're doing cooking.
Cooking.
How
many
much
times?
do you
How
enjoy cooking?
0 to 100, how much do you enjoy cooking?
I'm first. Sarah's next.
Am I in between them?
Ooh.
I think I'm in between.
Okay. Melissa?
I know where that's going.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh.
No, I know.
Kevin, was this one you? Are you moving or are you?
What number did we put, Kevin? We cook together every weekend.
Yeah, let's do that. I could have messed up.
Okay.
Could have messed up. 15. I think Melissa's
15.
30. 25. That was
Okay,
close.
yeah.
That was close. Hannah? 90. Guess what?
Kevin.
90!
Yeah.
We're good?
90!
Nice.
Our first
For our first perfect, just for you all.
Good
That's
job.
funny
Pick
that we
another
all
question.
chose 90.
Kevin does the cooking at our house.
Yep, yep.
Yes.
So we got a perfect score. Good job, guys.
Good job.
So that is fun facts from Repo Productions.
I think we should definitely play this at Tantrum Con.
Yes.
Because I think people would want to know what we think about ourselves and if we can actually
Absolutely.
The real question is, can
Do
we
it
get like
correctly.
10 of these games and play like a huge fun facts?
I know you can do 2 boxes. I think I'm pretty sure it mentions in the rules you could do 2 boxes and do a bigger group. But I feel like we can bend the rules a bit to make it even bigger.
So it's 4 to 8 out of the box.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
still pretty big.
And so thank you for joining us. Thank you again to our sponsors,
Yeah.
the Op, Game Shield, Meeple Woodworking, and Cactus Town.
Yep.
And anything else. Check out tantrumcon.com so you can join us the end of
Badges.
February.
Yep.
So-
and
Oh, I was going to say submissions if you want to teach games during the event
Yep,
are
we've
now
already
open.
gotten some in.
Volunteer
and they look
positions
like
are open.
some great games that I would like to learn.
Absolutely.
And also, if you were a backer of our Kickstarter, Game Found is open. Just opened a couple days ago, so you can go select your rewards, and we are probably starting to ship even today.
Wow.
If I get to it this afternoon. So,
Wow.
Or the few things where we have all
yeah,
of
there's
the
a few
pieces.
items where
Sarah,
I have
Katie, and Chantel shipping away.
Yep. Alrighty. So thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate all our viewers.
We got a
and-
live video Thursday night. Come join us.
Sounds great. We'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.